Audyssey Room Correction is a powerful calibration tool that helps get the most out of your home theater system with the Denon receiver. Here, we will go over the setup process step by step so you have the best and most immersive sound in your space. Denon's receivers will display on-screen steps and prompts for the calibration, so make sure your TV input is set to the ARC or eARC port where you have your receiver hooked up. The first step is to make sure all the speakers and subwoofers you'll be using are in place around your room, and that they are wired up to the correct terminals in the back of your Denon receiver. If the Denon Setup Assistant doesn't open automatically when you connect your HDMI, hit the Setup button on your Denon remote and navigate down to Setup Assistant. Next, you'll want to select Speaker Setup. Continue following the menu prompts and hitting Next. The Denon will play a short melody from each speaker in your room. This process can take a minute or two, and eventually Denon will show you what speakers they were able to detect. Next, take the sound calibration microphone that comes with your receiver and attach it to the supplied stand. Make sure that the tip of the microphone is pointing up and adjust the height to ear level in your seating position. Next up is the Audyssey calibration, and you can find this under Speaker Calibration. Continue checking on-screen prompts and hitting Next until the Denon tells you to plug in the microphone to the setup mic jack on the front of the unit. Click Next, and you'll be prompted to adjust your subwoofer settings. If you're using a subwoofer with a direct mode, set it to on and disable the volume adjustment and crossover frequency setting. If you're using a subwoofer without a direct mode, set the volume knob to the 12 o'clock position, set your crossover to the highest frequency possible, and disable the low-pass filter in standby mode. It's important to make sure that the room is as quiet as possible. Even the low hum from an HVAC unit or refrigerator can impact the test or even make it fail altogether. Continue following the menu prompts and hitting Next until you get to Begin Test. Once you begin the calibration, you'll hear chirps from the speakers all around your room. This can also take a minute or two. When the first test is complete, you'll be prompted to move the microphone to the second position. Make sure this position is no more than 24 inches away from the first and is where others will be seated. Follow the prompts to run the next test. Once Audyssey has 3 positions in your room measured, you have a couple options. You can hit Complete and the receiver will process those options, or you can move the microphone again for another calibration point where people will be seated and hit Continue. You can have up to 8 calibration points in your room. The larger the room and the more seats, the more positions you'll want to calibrate for. Keep moving the microphone and clicking Continue until all seating positions are accounted for. When you're finished with the calibration, Audyssey will analyze all that data to make sure your speakers and room sound their best. The process takes several minutes and will take longer the more positions you're calibrating for. As the analysis is taking place, you'll have the option to turn on Dynamic EQ and Dynamic Volume. Dynamic EQ is best turned on when using your receiver at a low volume, such as watching a movie at night. It will alter the balance of the speakers and their frequency response, so they sound just as good turned down as they do at like a typical reference volume. Dynamic volume will automatically keep the output volume consistent, regardless of what the input audio level is. For example, when a commercial break happens in a TV show, the audio won't suddenly get much louder. When the analysis ends, you'll be prompted to unplug the microphone from the unit. Don't forget to pack it up and save it in case you need to use it later. Now your Denon receiver has calibrated your speakers to get the best out of your room and seating position. It's time to fire up some movies or a TV show, sit back, and enjoy immersive sound, all thanks to Audyssey's calibration. If you need any help with setup or picking out the right home theater gear for you, get in touch with us here at Crutchfield.